Welcome to the video. I'm going to be making the biggest farm ever in Minecraft, and you may be thinking, what farm are you going to be making? Everyone makes huge farms. Oh, well, do I have the farm for you? I'm going to make farms, going into farms, going into farms, going into, you guessed it, farms. This mega farm will have everything you'll ever need in your Minecraft survival, all held in one spot and controlled in one place. Now, you may want to build this in survival. Don't. I'm using creative because this would take forever to build up in survival if you don't have the proper resources, which you won't. So let's get started. For the start of this farm, I'm going to make a mob farm. Basic, I know, but the bone meal will come in very helpful later. The mob farm will also get us string, rotten flesh, gunpowder, arrows, and bones. The second farm I'm going to make is going to take the bone meal, or the bones from in here. It's going to make it into bone meal. And it's going to send it to the next farm, which is going to be the tree farm. This will help with gathering materials and building future farms. Okay, this is my tree farm. To explain everything with the water, this is taking the bones, the bones, turning it into bone meal. And then this is just a clock for it. It pushes it into here, up here, and then I'll be standing right here with saplings and bone meal, so the bone meal will get pushed into my inventory. Now the tree farm has stuff over here. We have saplings, apples, logs, and sticks. I think all of these will be helpful at some point, maybe not the sticks, but these three will be. The saplings are helpful now. It gets thrown out here and then up here into my inventory to replenish. So I can just stand here with saplings and bone meal for hours, just using it. And to show how it works, I'll take 2 saplings and actually I just need 1 because I'm in creative. And bone meal. I turn this on, and it should start releasing TNT. So I'm going to put these in my offhand and just start doing this. And this will send the droppings down into there, up here and into the storage system. So that's how the tree farm works. Let me turn it off. And so the next farm I'm going to be making, if this will stop, the next farm I'm going to be making is going to be over here. I'm going to build a sugarcane farm. I don't need a sugarcane farm for like 5 farms from now, but I'm just going to build it now because I'll need it at some point. I will also leave links for each of these farms in the description, unless I make it, like the sugarcane farm I'm going to make, because it's a pretty simple one, but these two, I'll put a video of what I watched to make it, because I'm not smart enough to make these myself. I just came up with the grand farm idea. So I'll leave those in the description. So this is my 3-layer kelp farm, the sugarcane farm. I have it all being pushed into this hopper for now, because I don't remember where I'm going to have it go. But the next farm I'm going to make, I think I'm going to put it back over here, is going to be a kelp farm. And when I'm done making it, I will show you why. But it's going to have a lot of uses. So this is my kelp farm. If you're making this, you might want to make it a little bigger, because you're going to need a lot of kelp. It basically just grows that high, pushes it all down, or up, whichever way it wants to go, into the hoppers, into the furnace. And you're going to want some sort of fuel source to start, because you don't get kelp fast enough to keep up. But I'm in creative, so I can give myself whatever I want. What I do is I put in dried kelp blocks. This furnace pushes it into here, which doesn't go anywhere yet. This one goes into here, which goes into a crafter. making dried kelp blocks that pushes it up to here and refuels the furnace. So it's basically just a renewable fuel source that is just endlessly supplying. Now, the reason I shouldn't have started that because I don't have enough kelp. Anyway, it's a very good fuel source, but I want it for something else. The next farm I'm gonna make is a cobblestone generator, and I'm gonna use the dried kelp blocks to turn the cobblestone into stone to have easy access to stone brick, because that's a very good resource to have. I'll also have one hopper of the cobblestone that just keeps it cobblestone, because cobblestone's also pretty useful. So that's what I'm going to use this for. So I'm going to make the cobblestone generator now, and then I'll connect the two. This is my cobblestone generator. I'm sure there are better designs, but this one works just fine. You shouldn't need that much. And you'll probably just be sitting here while everything else is running, because you have nothing else to do except for get some trees and stuff. But anyway, this is taking from the crafter. I need to get back there. This is taking from the furnace, putting it into the hopper, into the crafter, and then releasing it into this stream of water that goes into this furnace, which is going to take the stone from above it, smelt it down, and then put it into nothing for now. I'm going to turn that around. It's going to go into something. And then this is where the cobblestone is. I think I'm just going to have a chest here. I don't know if I'm going to use cobblestone for anything, but I'll just put a chest here for now. I'll do that for both, actually. So it will be you basically just sit here, mine stone away. You'll probably have efficiency. And then it'll go into there and there. Both can work. And you're probably thinking, well, if I'm going to spend this much time at a cobblestone generator, my pickaxe surely is going to break. Well, if you build this, you have mending on it. That's guaranteed. So we'll need an XP farm. But it would be too hard to make an automatic XP farm here. This is going to have to be a semi-auto farm. But the tree farm already eliminated that. For the XP farm, I'm going to make it a dual farm, and it's going to get gold, because that's going to be very useful for further farms, or just to have in your survival. Okay, so I've made my mob farm. It's pretty big. And there's also probably a better design for this, but this one works just fine. They're gonna fall down here into this little thing. I think that guy just died. They're not supposed to die. So I have to move it up one. That's how you're gonna get XP for mending. It's how you're gonna get gold. And the next farm, I'm gonna make a smaller farm that takes the apples from the tree farm, and it makes golden apples using gold from this farm that I just made. So I finished the golden apple combining, and I realized that these guys will die when there are too many of them. So if you're just in the area for long enough, you'll get stuff. You won't get XP, but you'll keep getting everything. I have the gold in here taken along this down into a crafter right here that has a switch, and I have the apples going under here so it doesn't get stopped by the redstone, and it goes underground underneath this thing and meets up at the same point. It spits it out into here, and then I just have a chest for golden apples right here. Now, after doing all of this for some stone, I'm going to make a flower farm. You might think, well, what does that have to do with anything? Nothing. I just want it here. The flowers are useful for dyes, and the grass will make seeds, which will be used for another farm. So I'm going to take some bone meal from the mob farm and use it on the flower and seed farm. So I have my flower farm over here, and I have the bone meal being crafted because I turned this on, so it'll craft, and I made it go up here, and I put a hopper in this corner. And if I want to use the tree farm, I can turn it off, and they'll all go over there. So if I turn this on, it switches to the flower farm, and then I have it going in a path over here to this dispenser. So if I start it, it'll give me a bunch of seeds and flowers, and then I can pick all of it up. I don't really have a use for these flowers, but I do have a use for the seeds. So I'm gonna put a chest, I guess right here, for everything. I'm gonna make a wheat farm and a chicken farm. Starting with the chicken farm, I'm gonna use the seeds for a while to start it, and then I'm going to, well, if I was in survival, I'd do that. I'm just gonna spawn more chickens, but then I'm gonna use the eggs to throw it and spawn more chickens using their own eggs. And I need a villager to harvest the wheat for me. So before I make the wheat farm, I have to make a villager farm in the middle because I'm going to be using villagers for a few farms. So I'm going to start out with chicken, then I'm going to do villager, and then I'm going to do wheat. You have phase 1 complete. As you can see, I take the stack of eggs, throw it in there, it'll run through this, and it'll get tossed at the wall, hatching chickens. So this should give me just an endless amount of chickens until I think I've had enough, then I can switch the flow to somewhere else. So I have a villager spawner that hasn't worked yet. I'm pretty sure this is gonna work. I'll check back later. But I have 3 food farms that seem to be working. I built these later, so probably not yet. But we have carrots, which I'm going to merge with golden nuggets for golden carrots. We have potatoes to feed to the villagers for more villagers. And we have wheat to feed to cows. And now that I have all the food farms done, I need to make the cow farm so I can have cows. I need leather and milk, which may seem odd, but it'll come together soon. So I moved the wheat closer to the cows, and when they die, the leather and beef gets pushed into here, and then leather and new beef in here. I could use the kelp from earlier and smelt this, but we have plenty of food, and I don't want to bring it all the way over here. I could, but I'm not going to. And this is going to be where the milk goes, and what to do for that. You fill up your inventory in survival. So, and then you just, it would be easier to stand on a block, and then you just milk all of them. Just one of them, I guess, works. They all go into the hoppers, and they should all go in here. Oh, no, I need to turn this on first. And I need to block that off so they don't go flying. And I need to cover that. Now, they should all be going into here, and they are. So that is the milk farm. Now I'm going to do something that makes no sense right now. I'm going to split the sugarcane into 3 separate sections Now, I'm gonna have the paper over here combined with the leather to make books. And I'm going to take the books, and when I have villagers in here, I can have librarians to trade with. And I'm going to take the sticks from the tree farm, bring them over here, and then I can trade with Fletchers to get emeralds to trade with the librarians, and that's how I can get enchantments using these farms. So I've connected the carrots and the gold nuggets to make golden carrots. This can be shut off now. I think we have enough chickens. I connected the rotten flesh from the mob farm and sugarcane for some reason, so I could trade with the clerics. I connected the sticks so I could trade with the Fletchers, and I have books so I can trade with the librarians. I also connected this second sugarcane output. I made paper, and then I took the gunpowder from the mob farm, and it's making fireworks when I turn this on. So I can't really use these, but it would be very helpful in survival. And now, there's one more thing to do. So I changed the direction of the chicken eggs, and I combined it with, this sugarcane is going into here making sugar. I combined it with the milk and the wheat. Yes, I made this whole farm, the biggest farm in all of Minecraft, just for some cake. What were you expecting? Something useful? Add a slice of cake. You want your time back? Here, have some cake. This farm was a waste of materials? Well done. Thanks for watching this epic, big, useless farm and wasting your time on this huge project. This is for you. But in reality, we created a farm that gets us, let's see, bones, gunpowder, string, rotten flesh, arrows, spider eyes, bone meal. It gets us logs, sticks, saplings, and apples. It gets us stone, cobblestone, dried kelp blocks. It gets us rotten flesh here, gold nuggets, gold ingots. It gets golden carrots, flowers and seeds, chicken and eggs, villager trades, wheat, potatoes, carrots, cows, milk, leather, beef, sugarcane, kelp. This might not be the best farm in all of Minecraft, but it sure does have anything you'll need. Fireworks even, we got those. I think it just about covers everything. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Come back for the next video, and as always, enjoy some cake.